Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Natira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra, Jaya Sudarshana, Jaya Jagannath. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमदेसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य जगतगुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्री श्रीमद श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नाम आचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। अयोध्यापुरी धाम की जय। कलयुग पावन हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, ट्रांसडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय, ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees हरे कृष्ण, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड गौरांग, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्णा. So I welcome you all on behalf of Iskcon Attapur for the third day of Sri Ram Katha on the occasion of Sri Ramanavami. So as we are hearing since last 2 days, so devotees had already explained that Ramakatha is like an ocean. So I don't know where to start. I had prepared 2 lectures. One I found it old one and the new one. So we'll start with the mix of, and it will not be in chronicle order of that we are going to discuss that kathas of Lord Rama. We'll start with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Śrī Caitanya-Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yoda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Sadvadutam Varijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. Hare Krishna. So before starting, I'd seek blessings of all the devotees so that I could repeat what I understood from different lectures and from present acharyas, Srila Prabhupada's lectures. So we are here for the Ramanavami Katha. This is third day. So at the end of Dwapar Yuga, and could say that before that Kali Yuga about to start, so there many great sages were gathered in Naimisaranya, and they were discussing that how to deliver the that age is about to come, the Kali, where that people would have a small mati, small fortune or misfortune, and they would not be having the memory also, so they cannot remember the Shastra. So what we should do so that they can be delivered. So this discussion was going on. So then it is says that if once somebody hears the Ram Katha, so he gets what? 3 things immediately: Bhukti, Mukti and Siddhi. And this is the benefit of Ram Katha. This is I'm sharing it in the beginning so that some people will remain awake and not sleep. And person becomes sadhu. The Ram's characters is so spotless, and there are many people, not even Ram, Lakshman, Sita Devi, Urmila, Kaushalya, Dasharath, Janak, and Bharat, Shatrughan. So they are exemplary. So by hearing about these characters, we also imbibe some of the qualities, so we can also surrender to them. So it is said that by hearing Ram Katha, sins will disappear in the same way as when lion roars in jungle, so that small animals tries to run away, search for a different hiding place. Same way, that sins from our heart run away and they try to search for a different place, leaving our heart. So this is the one of more benefit of hearing Ram Katha. And one more benefit. So one more benefit is that reciting or hearing Ram Katha or sitting at the assembly of devotees to hear Ram Katha is that we can call certainly Lord Hanuman there. So it is a boon to Lord Hanuman, or it's a blessing, can say, that wherever the Ram Katha is going on, Lord Hanuman will be there. So certainly Lord Hanuman will be here, not because I am reciting it or I am discussing it, but because there are sages sitting in front of me to take the association of them. He'll definitely be here. And so we all hear about the Ravan. So Ravan had collected so many curses, and to kill him or annihilate him, Lord Rama has to come. That Prithvi Devi was full of burden of these sins people were carrying with them, and he was so disturbed. She was so disturbed by the behavior of Ravana and his associates. So she was crying, and she went up to the demigods and seeking for a help, that can you help me somehow that to relieve me from this burden. So that different demigods were discussing in the same way. At the Naimisharanya sages were discussing how to relieve this Kali Yuga people, so that how to relieve Prithvi. So different sages were giving different examples. We should do some yajna, and we should do some austerities, then only we should do some dana punya, then we maybe Prithvi got relieved. Then, and that assembly, Lord Shiva was also there. So then Shiva saying this thing to Parvati Devi. So he recites one verse, that it's not a verse actually, it is the verse from later on Acharyas. It is said, Ma nahi mat, pita nahi deva, sadhu na sant, karahi seva. So this is what? That Acharan of Ravan he is discussing. So, no, sorry, he recited a different one. He said, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. He said, the Lord Hari, Lord Krishna or Lord Ram is everywhere in equal quantity, or sent at in a different quantity but in different same quality. How do we make him appear in front of us? By Premate Prakat Hoi Me Jana. Lord Shiva said, I understood till now that by reciting his name, Lord Ram, Lord Ram, Lord Ram, he chants the name of Lord Rama. He is a devotee of Lord Rama. So he said, I understood that by Premate Pragat Hoi Me Jana. If we recite the names of Lord with love and affection, then Lord can appear in front of us. Then all devotees I mean to say that demigods goes and in front there and recites the prayer. Anyone knows that which prayers demigods recites to, so that to seek or attention of Lord Vishnu there in Kshirodakshai Sagar? Purusha Shukta prayer. This is a code, password. When they recite, then Lord appears, so that his voice comes, okay, don't worry, I'll come and annihilate the Ravana and give you relief. So this is how. So that way Lord Ram appears. There are different boons running behind that, some curse running behind, like Ravana already collected. Dashratha prayed, he did yajna. Yesterday as Prabhuji was sharing that he did Aswamedha yajna, then Putrishti yajna. So that way Lord Ram along with his three brothers, he appears in the family of Dashrath. And why people talk about the Ram Rajya? We see that everywhere, not even only in our countries, people discuss about the Ram Rajya. They want to have a Ram Rajya just because they hear that what all benefits, what all boons that time existed during the Ram Rajya. That nobody was dying before old age. Like now people die, newborn child can die, or a young person can die, or son or daughter die before that their parents disappear. But that time, first father or mother or grandfather or grandmother will go, then gradually, according to the age, son or daughter will go. So this was like this. And there was no discrimination on the basis of color, caste or varna. Everybody was satisfied in their own dharma. Everybody was following their own dharma. Whether it's Shudra, Brahman, Kshatriya or Vaishya, they were very happy. And that time no lawyer war existed. Lawyers generally required to advocate our case. So actually, practically there was no cases, no complaints were coming, so no lawyer was there. So I heard in the lecture of His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj, he said that one of the devotee approached him and said that, so then lawyers were dying by hungerness because they didn't have any job. It was true. Lawyers came in our country when Britishers came here. So how they came? They introduced three things to us, that Britishers. Anybody knows what all three C's? Court, council, and colleges. And these all three things are wastage. Hopefully those are studying in the school or those have completed their schooling, they understood that this education is nowhere beneficial to get a job or to run a home or to get living things. So first they introduced court. How they introduced the courts? They said that earlier, Ram Rajya, there was no complaints, and if there is any complaint, anybody has any problems, they would approach directly to the king of that country and ask for the judgment. Later on then, even before 200 years, there were small villages. I think still now this Gram Sabha or that Panchayat exists, but they are not in that much power. So that time that Panchayat would do some judgment on the basis of hearing, and immediately people get relief or benefit, whatever the judgment they were seeking. Now if you file a case, it will take a month, not month, then 15 days. Going, this document is missing, bring your Aadhaar card, PAN card, this statement, that statement. Lawyer will ask everything to you. You have to give all explanation to him, and then again during the trial he forgets the points. So this is how it's going. So they said that villagers are biased. So they are not giving the right judgment. So we'll bring a court. It will do the judgment without discrimination anyone. So that is how court been introduced to. And then these courts, I think lakhs and lakhs of cases are still pending in court. One of our cases still pending from many years, that is Iskcon or Bangalore Iskcon. So this is how. And second thing they introduced, that is council. Council is like gathering people and to decide policies, how things will run, how a company will run, or how a policy will run, how a yojana will run, how a state will run, how particular force will run, how recruitment will happen in government. This is the policy they made. So earlier what they did, they involved some of Indians or Bharatiya. Later on they removed everyone. So they made their own policies, which was not at all beneficial for general people of Bharat Desh. Third thing they introduced, the education system or college. So that education system or the syllabus is given by our Britishers. Then some of their followers, those are still existing in our country, they are implementing in a different way, which is no way beneficial for any person. They don't teach in same way, same syllabus to in their countries. In our country, earlier, how we were teaching that sadhus were teaching the spiritual science, which was the pillar or the strongest foundation for any business. Somebody may think that how it is possible, how do we earn the livelihood by just reading scriptures. Scriptures has all the information. All the informations. And there is one verse in 434 in Bhagavad Gita, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya abdikshanti te jnana jnanina tattvadarshina. So you can approach a guru, guru will tell you. So that said, here we are discussing about the spiritual matter. No, guru can be more. There can be more gurus. My voice is clear? So there can be multiple gurus also. So for a different subject, we can approach different guru. If you want to learn accountancy, guru can teach. This is also coming from scriptures only. So this education is not, I have seen, as in I was in the profession of HR, so for a 10,000 rupees job, I had interviewed doctors, engineers, and they supposed to get lakhs of salary, but they were applying for a 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees salary. Because this education, what they got, it was not useful. After completing the B.Tech, they have to pursue for a different course for a job. Is it not true? It is. So this is these three things being introduced by the Britishers. Earlier, it was not there. And when the court case ends, when the money gets ended. When the both party become bankrupt, then court cases are closed. श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय, श्री सुदर्शन की जय, श्री गौर निताई की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. During the Ram Rajya, everyone was educated. Now people say that we have educated country or this and that, but during the Ram Rajya, everyone was educated in spiritual science, not in material way. Although some places Prabhupada mentions in Krishna book that those gopis were villagers, they were illiterate, but also parallelly he mentioned they were very much aware of the religious system or religious principles. And he shares example that it was natural that one time Prabhupada was sitting in a room with his disciples, and then one woman was there for cleaning the room, and she was waiting so that these men, Prabhupada and his disciple, moved to somewhere, then she can clean the room. These were the etiquettes. Now there is no etiquettes exist. So this modern education not even giving us general etiquettes. But few people may think that Ram Rajya is like some imaginary thing. Everyone is educated, everyone is happy, nobody is going to the court, nobody has any complaints, there is no council like this. It is just a kapol kalpana in Hindi say. It's just imagination. But no, if we think like this, then after few years people may say that passing the urine in a sitting position, it is also imagination. But actually it was a culture, passing the urine in a sitting position. Now that modern urinary or the toilets been introduced, which is not healthy in many way, and it is contaminating also. People almost forget, and if we go to the Mayapur or somewhere in West Bengal, we can still see that urinating portion is different or separate from the toilets, and these are for sitting position only, for men's also. So that Ram Rajya is not a imagination. And it is also possible after few years, people say, if we ask a child, where do you get the milk? They said that from, in Delhi we say, mother dairy. It's one of the dairy famous. Here also, which is the famous brand here and which supplies the milk? Anybody knows? Amul dairy can say. But Amul is not giving the milk. Milk is coming from the cows or buffaloes. So this is how. Only one complaint reached to Lord Rama during his Shashan, we can say, or that time one dog reached there and he complained that he been beaten up by a pujari or a mahant of a temple. So he said, I want judgment or I want justice. So he approached Lord Ram. So Lord Ram said, till that time they were not giving any punishment to the humans, and now the dog is oppressing. So the new rules has to be formed. So he said that I've been beaten up by this pujari. So that Lord Ram asked him, what justice you want? He said, I want you to make him a mahant or a president of a mutt. Because temples are for the Lord, and mutt could be that sadhu santani or mahant could be there. So Lord Ram asked him that, why are you asking him to become a president of a, or a mahant of a mutt? He said, because earlier I was also a president and I was committing so many offenses to the people, to the visitors. I was thinking that on my own, I am the king. So I want him to understand this thing by becoming the president. Next time he'll become the dog. So this was the case reached to Lord Ram. So not even president, everybody, everyone, this temple belongs to everyone. So those are little old devotees or those are coming regularly, they should welcome everyone, understanding these people are coming are the guests of Radha Madhav. So if the guests come, do we shout on them or do we disrespect them? We should introduce or welcome them very nicely so they would like to come again. Feed them prasadam. I had one story there of somewhere in Maharashtra, people that how people connected there. So said that one family came on a Saturday night and that feast was going on, so that the prasadam distributor, he is supposed to be very intelligent. He understood these are new people because those are regular devotees, they can easily understand this person is first time coming. So he given them prasadam. He asked, Prabhuji, do you need more? So he was little confused that the person before me, he given a very little prasadam to that person. And to me, he's asking, Prabhuji, do you need more? So he said, okay. So he given 2 spoons of halwa to him. He ate it. He found it very nice. So later on, he started coming regularly. He started feeling more and more prasadam. Then they become devotees. Then after a few months, that person, the devotee asked, how you got connected? He said, because of prasadam. So, but how prasadam? He said, I used to come to buy fishes near to the temple. So one day I thought of to visit the temple. So that why you were coming for the fishes? I heard I was coming from very far distance of few kilometers to buy fresh fishes here. So one day I thought of why don't we go in the temple? But the way the devotee welcome, the way devotee fed the prasadam, we started coming regularly. And then we understood what is the 4 regulatory principle and what should we eat, what should not we eat. Then they left eating the non-veg, they started eating the prasadam. So we don't know how it could impact to a person. It could impact in a vice versa way also. If prasadam server is not behaving properly or it is not sensible, then it could be a different way. People may leave also. However, devotees will not go into the lower species, but we certainly supposed to be careful. Those are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, it is certain that they will get a next birth as human, but we should not take it granted because we have example of Bharat Maharaj also. He fall to a deer body. Now, there are many teachings we can get from the Ramayana, and those are itihas. Actually, these are manual. I personally understood it that Mahabharata or Ramayana, these can teach us so many things which are useful for our present life also, and can make good civilization which is beneficial for whole country, for whole society, for whole human existence, for whole universe, we can say. So first teaching we get it from the Lord Ram, that question may arise that why Lord Ram came as a son of a Dashrath and why he was running behind Sita, not exactly running behind Sita, why he was crying for Sita Devi. Was he not a Atmaram? Because Lord is Atmaram, who is happy in himself only. So Lord Hanuman gives the explanation for this. He says, Manushya avatara martya sikshanam raksho badhyavan kevalamcha. So Lord Ram or any incarnation of Supreme Personality of God had not appeared just for killing the Rakshasas or demons like Ravan or Hiranyakashipu. He also appears to teach the human society. Appane Acharya Prabhu Jivire Sikhaye. We understood it from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he personally came as a devotee to teach how to do bhakti. And why it has been this word is used, that martya. Martya means that martya generally is used for those about to die. So for the jiva, it could be human or any other species, the death is running every moment or sitting next every moment. A death can happen at any moment. That's why we are called martya, can die anytime. It is not the same for demigods. that death is not following the demigods every second. The death comes only when they supposed to die. But in our case, it is every second here. So that is why we called Martya. So the Lord Hanuman given this, that death is running. So Lord Ram appears, or any avatar appears to teach. So first teaching we get from Lord Ram that too much attachment to a Śrī, if someone have, his condition will become like Lord Ram only. So disturbed, crying, asking the trees, the land, the birds, where is Sita, where is Sita? So the person who is very much attached to the woman, or the person who is attached to the woman, our condition becomes the same. So we should be very careful. So it is not for specifically Śrī. Any person, that whole existence is Śrī only. Even the male, material world's male are also Śrī. If woman is attached to a man, the same condition may happen. Because only Purusha exists is Madhava, or can say Lord Ram. We are all Śrī only, spiritually. So if someone is, because it is also said by the sages that the bondation, or that the bond which is between the man and the woman is so strong than any other bond. People can leave intoxication, people can leave gambling, people can leave what more, that eating non-veg. But the bond of man and woman is so strong, so strong. It's really difficult. It is not leaves until the death. There is Prabhupada recites one story that there was one old man, his age was somewhere 80, and some examples say that he is still attached to the woman. He said, no, he is about to die. So there were many people were coming to meet him in the hospital, and he was not giving attention to anyone. Then a small girl came for 12 years, ringing her nupur in the nupur bells and legs. Immediately he paid attention, who is coming? So this attachment is so strong. So we should not be attached. How we should not be attached? Having the association of the people, devotees or sadhus, those are not attached. Second teaching we get it from the character of Sita Devi or Lord Ram is that if the woman, if the Śrī, if the man is like who's devoted to Lord Krishna and the spouse is supporting, then she should be or he should be saved even by building a bridge over an ocean. The same thing Lord Ram did, because Sita Devi was so devoted to Lord Ram that at that time in the Satyuga she left that Raj Mahal where the thousands of maidservants were ready to serve her, and there was no foundation behind her that she has to go to the jungle with Lord Ram. Even Lord Ram asked, even Kaushalya asked, you stay here. But Sita Devi said, I'll go with Lord Ram only. She was so devoted. And it is said by the sages that she was 100 times more happy than Ayodhya. When she was living in Ayodhya and living in Dandakaranya, she was more happy in Dandakaranya, although she did not have the facilities there. And not only Sita Devi happy, Lakshman also was happy. Why? They were having the association of their Ishtadev, Lord Ram. They can see continuously. There is no foundation. There was no curtains, no mahal, Kupa Bhavan or all these things. They can approach. All the time they're spending with the Lord Ram. But sometimes Lord Ram cries when he was thinking about the Ayodhya Vasis and his father Dashrath. As a king, he should be concerned that how that people would be crying because of me, I left the Ayodhya, in that way. And Lord Ram taught many things until he went to the Saket. Then we learn from Lakshman also. It is also said that no enemy is bigger than a brother and no supporter is bigger than a brother. If brother become enemy, he'll bring us on the road. He'll make our life like a hell. There are thousands of examples. Everybody is aware of it. I'm not going to give you any more examples. But if the brother is supported like Bharat or Lakshman, then this precarious condition also become boon. I'll give you the one example. We all know about the Jayadev, not Jayadev, Jayachand and Prithviraj. So that invaders or that Mughals been called by whom? Jayachand. To come and kill Prithviraj so that I can become the king. Who called? Jayachand. If he would not give the details, then certainly that Muhammad Ghori would not able to defeat Prithviraj ever. Third teaching we learn from Lakshman. Although Lakshman's character is my favorite, but here we will not discuss much about him. So we learn from him the sense control. He became Jitendriya. Even it is said that they were there in for exile for 14 years, and he never seen the face of Sita Devi. He never addressed as Bhabi to Sita Devi. Always addressed her as mother. And it has been confirmed by when they met Sugriva and Hanuman. So they found some jewelry. So Lord Ram tries to show to the Lakshman, do you recognize this? This belongs to Sita. Then Lakshman said, I can recognize only Nupur or ankle bells, though she was wearing in her legs. I never seen about that. So this was the character of Lakshman. Same thing we can see in Arjuna also. Arjuna has the same exalted character. He was a brahmachari, grasta brahmachari. When he went to take celestial weapons to heaven there, when he met Indra, there Urvashi also approached him. And Urvashi was like a grandmother to Arjuna. And she said that these relationships exist in material world, on Prithvi, not in heaven. Here anybody can be husband of any woman. So same way she tries to approach Arjuna. But Arjuna said that no, you're like a mother to me. And she get disturbed and she given the curse to Arjuna that now you'll become a kinnar. Then Arjuna became disturbed that what had happened. I was trying to respect her, giving all respect what she deserved. I was treating her as mother. Then why she given the curse? So that Indra consoled Arjuna, said it is for your benefit only. Don't worry. You will live like a kinnar. It will help you for the last year of your exile. And then he was able to defeat with the celestial weapon. We know that many Kuruvanshis. And also because he was a brahmachari, he was able to defeat this two yakshas also. When they were crossing the river in the night or the evening time, so the yakshas said that on that water bodies, that humans should not use it during the evening time. So we generally suggest don't take bath in any river or any pond after the sunset. It belongs to yakshas. So in villages it's common news that somebody went there in the pond and drowned, although he was a very nice swimmer. So the yakshas asked the question, why you came here, it is our time, like this. Fourth teaching we got from Bharata, that we should not be greedy for others' property. And Bharat says that Bharat started giving excuses because Kaushalya and Vasishtha both tries to console him because Kekai, he was not ready to listen. And he stopped calling her as mother. He was addressing as Kekai and Manthara. They both supposed to be killed. So Sumitra has two sons. One is Lakshman and other is Shatrughan. Lakshman is devoted to Ram and Shatrughan is devoted to Bharat. So that Shatrughan brought this mantra, holding the hairs and pulling her. So they said that this is the lady who polluted our mother. So she is supposed to be killed. Then but Bharat said, no, don't touch them. They are untouchable and they are not like mother. They never behaved like mother. Then Kaushalya tries, okay, that mistake may happen. You may correct. This is a duty of a son. We know the story of a Parshuram. They give an example. So whenever in earlier time, if anybody wants to teach anything, they give examples from the Itihas. So they give an example of Parshuram, Jamadagni and Renuka. Then that on the order of Jamadagni, Parshuram killed whom? His own mother. Parshuram earlier asked his elder sons that to kill your mother. Then they said, how can we kill? She is our mummy. Huh? मम्मी को कैसे मार देंगे हम, who'll cook our breakfast and all. So why Jamadagni became so furious? Because she went to bring a water from a river, and she was late because she was watching the airplanes moving over her head. The demigods were moving from there, so she was watching, oh, how beautiful these airplanes, and she became late. So when she reached, so Jamadagni became furious because he got late for the worship of the Lord. Then he ordered to different sons, they denied, then he said to Parshuram. Then Parshuram, he ordered that kill all your brothers, those have not followed my order, and kill your mother also. Because because of her, that worship of the Lord got late. Parshuram immediately brought out his parasha and killed all the brothers and mother. Was Parshuram foolish? His avatar of Lord Ram, he is not, or Lord, he is not foolish. He was not foolish. He knew that if I follow the instruction of my father, I can revive or I can alive them all again. So by this he pleased his father, and then Jamadagni said, okay, I am very happy because you followed my instruction, although it's not supposed to be followed. So the same example Kaushalya and Vasishtha were giving, that this instruction is not supposed to be followed, that because already your elder brother is there, you are not supposed to sit on the Simhasan, but you sit. Because you can correct it by following the order of your father. So he said that my father did not want me to sit on this, this Kekai wanted and the mantra wanted me to, so I will not sit. So then that Jamadagni pleased, and he revived all of them again. So they were thinking the same way, if you sit on this, Lord Ram will be happy, Dasharat will be happy, Kekai and Praja will be happy. Then, but Bharat was not ready. So one more teaching we learned from Bharata, what he did, he said that he was not able to defeat them because they were seniors. So he had some kind of respect also for Vasishtha and Kaushalya. He said, I would like to meet my Ishtadev, Lord Ram, then I'll decide. And this is a very nice way, especially devotees should use. If this is the situation comes in life, then we are not able to decide it, postpone it for some time. But postponing it doesn't mean that you forget it. Take the help of seniors to take decisions. So he approached to the Lord Ram and he said, I will not sit there, and this seat is not for me. You are a king, you should run the country, people are crying, this and that. So many excuses he gives. But Lord Ram is very expert in Niti Shastra also. So he consoled Bharata that you should not be lazy in terms of following the dharma. And it is your dharma, because you've been appointed as a king to take care of whole praja, and by doing this you are following dharma, and by this our father will be happy. Do offer the tarpana to him and he'll be happy. He'll not, even if Dashrath has taken a wrong decision, we can stop it by following the dharma to going down in the hellish planet. So then Bharata understood, then he said, okay, I'll run the country but on your behalf, and you will come there. And we all know this thing. And it was not a very big task for Lord Ram to send him back to the Ayodhya. If he can convince Arjuna to kill his whole family, it is a joke apart, but he convinced actually that these all are miscreant, you're supposed to kill them all. And Krishna asked after teaching Bhagavad Gita to him, have you understood? And in a chastising way, in the 18th chapter. So then Arjuna says, as disciple, Nasta moha smritir labda. So my moha is nast now, and I can remember you now. Tell me, karishya vachnamatava, I'll do whatever you said to me. And he follows. So Arjuna was not an ordinary person. He was very exalted devotee. That is why Krishna chosen him. Among all the sages, he chosen Arjuna to teach Bhagavad Gita. He could have chosen anyone, Narad Muni, Parvat Muni, Vyasdev, or anyone else, or Bhishma Dev also. But he chose whom? Arjuna. He was a very exalted person. And as Lord Ram discussed about the Tarpan, so there is one more story I remember, that Once this, what was the name of Shah Jahan's son? The Mughal king, Shah Jahan. What was the name of his son? Aurangzeb. So once Aurangzeb went to meet his father, Shah Jahan. There Shah Jahan said, he asked that, how are you, Aurangzeb? He said, what a beautiful country this I am living in. That where the people give waters to their forefathers even after their death. And you are killing me when I am alive, not giving me water. He was not giving him sufficient water and food so that he may die. This was his son. So he was glorifying that country. That next birth I should take as Hindu or Sindhu, or the people, those are living behind the Sindhu river, so that I can be given water again. So, and it is said that there are two devotees who understood Lord Ram exactly on this Prithvi. Who are those two? Hanuman and one more? Lakshman, he is expansion. Sita, energy, she is energy. Devotee is Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta and Hanuman. So Hanuman being given cursed by Mandodari. That Mandodari given the curse? I think Mandodari given the curse. As my Swami is getting separated from me, your Swami will also get separated from you. So during the earlier life of Lord Hanuman, he was not with the Lord Ram. When he was following his duty as Dakshina, giving Guru Dakshina to Surya, he was living with Sugriva there. And that time he met Lord Ram. And after that also, when Lord Ram went back to the Saket, that time he took this Hanumanji with him. And Hanumanji stays here only in this Prithvi, wherever that Katha is going on. It became also boon that Lord, he said that Mandodari given a curse like this to me, what should I do? So Lord Ram said that you can go anywhere, wherever the Ram Katha is going on. So in that way, we will never be separated. You can feel me there also. So Hanumanji comes always wherever that Ram Katha is going on. And we also, there is one beautiful story from Caitanya-Caritāmṛta also, I'll close. That Murari Gupta was the very nice devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he was not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was chanting the mantra for Lord Ram only. And one day, teasing way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, why are you chanting the name of Lord Ram? Do you know that Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna? Then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He knew very well that he is Lord Rama only, because Lord Ram already had shown that 6 hands form, where that 2 hands having one is bow and arrow, and 2 hands for that's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Avtara Kamandalu is there, and bead bag or beads, and one for Krishna holding this flute. So he knew that he is a Lord Ram, and he is giving instruction how to deny it. He will not able to deny it. For whole night he was thinking like, that's only now I have to chant for Lord Krishna's name, but I am so attached to Lord Ram, better I should kill myself. So next day I'll pay my offices to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then after that I'll commit suicide. So then actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was checking him. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, where is this Vaidyaji, Kaviraj? Kaviraj, Vaidya are the same thing, it's called for Vaidya only. So he call him. So Murari Gupta comes and he said that what you are about to do, don't do anything. You continue chanting the names of Lord Ram. These are non-different. Okay, so this is how. So there are more stories we can discuss. I don't know how much time you allow. I have one more lecture I can give. Or we can discuss curse if we have time of curse Ravan. How many curse he got? So Ravan he was so degraded character person, although he was very exalted in terms of education. So one thing we learned from Ravan, that by getting so many degrees doesn't make you a good person. He born in a Brahman family, so educated, knew shastras, then also he was misusing it. So he got many curses. He got curse from Aranya, Aranya comes in the dynasty of Lord Ram. So Aranya being defeated once by this Ravana, so then he given curse to him that one of my dynasty member will kill you. Today I am not able to kill you, but in future I am going to. And one time this Ravana insulted Nandi, who's a Vahana of Lord Shiva. So he said that although he is a bull, he said your face looks like a monkey. So the bull thinks that he is insulting me, calling as a bandar or a monkey. He said, as you are teasing me, in future one monkey will disturb you and he'll become the reason for your killing. Because if Hanuman would have not searched that where Raman is living, Ram would not able to kill him. In general way we think like this. So Hanuman searched and he became the reason of Ravana's death. And he been cursed by Maya also. Maya is the sister of Mandodari. It's like sister-in-law of Ravana, and he had a bad eyes on her also, and he raped him. He raped that Maya Devi, not that Maya Devi, Maya, and she cursed Ravana that one lady will become the reason of your death. As you are so hungry for the women, a woman will become your reason for the death. And then Sita Devi becomes. There are many women actually given curse. And Vedavati also. Vedavati is the daughter of Brihaspati, and she was doing tapasya, austerities to achieve, or so that she can become the wife of Lord Vishnu. But that Ravan approached her and he touched her, and she thought that I became contaminated now because he's a woman monger person and running behind the woman. He touched me now. This body is not useful for the supremely pure Lord. And she given up her body, and she given the curse that a woman become the reason for your death. Then Nalakuvar comes in the relation of Lord Raman. So that he is like sun in a different way. Sun, yeah. Kuber is like a brother to him, and Nalkuvar is like a son to them. Yeah, Nalkuvar and Manigrave. So Ravan even raped the wife of his son, Nalkuvar. So there Nalkuvar given the curse that you will die because of a woman. And last curse been given by a Supankha. So because I think he killed the brother of Supankha. So when Ravan wanted to win the whole world, and he killed the husband of Supankha. So the actual message that Supankha supposed to give, she did not given. She approached the Lord Ram to get married. Then when Ram denied, then she approached Lord Lakshmana. Then Lakshmana dissect her nose and ears. Then she went back to the Ravana and he said that I found a very beautiful lady. She is supposed to be in your Lanka, but this has been living with a monk there in jungle. She is supposed to be your principal queen. So get him. And I approached this Lord Rama. Those were two monks. I said that you are monks. You are not supposed to keep this Sita and give it to my brother. And they dissect my nose and ears. And Supankha very much aware that these are the avatars of Lord Vishnu. And she had curse like also that if somebody is going to dissect your nose and ears, the same person is going to kill the Ravan also. So these were many curses being collected by Ravan. So we should not collect curses from devotees, should not commit aparadhas, and remain humble. So I think time is over. If anyone have any comment, question, correction, welcome. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So my question that you have mentioned, those who are visiting the temple, they are guests. We need to treat them like a guest. So how we can treat, there are different categories of people. Someone comes like very quiet and they come and take darshan. Some people come and they shout on the temple. So how we can treat them different ways?
Yeah.
Even festival days we see lot of crowd. And that time actually devotees also shouting, move, move, move. So how we can treat them on that time as a guest?
I think you know very well, but you're asking for my purification.
Oh, I have some doubts, that's why I'm just asking.
It is said that in Bhagavad Gita, Sunicha Sapakecha Pandita Samdarshina. Although Pandita sees every living entity with the same eyes, like these are part and parcel of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, but at the same time, he never asks any dog to sit next to him and eat in the same thali. Give respect. He may feed the dog also, but he will not allow the dog to sit next to him and feed, because he will get contaminated. Same way, there are different devotees, different visitors are coming with a different mentality. And as Prabhupada said, this is our hospital, so they're full of patients. Some are old patients, those are half doctor, and some are new patients. So new patients come with the more problems. So he's suffering actually. He is not entered yet in the treatment. So we have to intelligently handle them. If you have any difficulty, you can approach seniors or those are capable or intelligent in handling this kind of people, situations. So allow that person to handle. Some are shouting. And one more principle we are supposed to remember, that we should use the higher principle there. Higher principle is that disturbing one person is okay, rather than disturbing thousands of people. So if one person is disturbing thousands of people, so we should bring that one person to a different place, so that thousands of people will be calmly take darshan and hear katha. Like usually we call, if somebody is getting call, he don't know that he is not supposed to take calls in front of lords. So we ask him kindly, please go outside, take your call, then come back. He will not feel bad. And we approach or guide him then that way, that he should not, he is not supposed to stop coming in our temple. He may continue coming in the temple also.
One more question, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So regarding this Chatur Yugas, can I? So I have read the Bhagavatam, the first canto, first canto, 4th chapter, 14th verse. It is mentioning there. So millenniums, namely Satya, Dwapara, Treta. So but we have like Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga and Dwapara Yuga. So Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, so Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga and Kali Yuga.
Which verse you said?
1:4:14.
It's in the purport?
Shall I read the purport?
What is the question?
The question is that, so here Prabhupada told, so first is Satya Yuga, then Dwapara Yuga, then Treta Yuga, then Kali Yuga. Even Treta means it is a thrice, third one. But in this time, so we have Satya Yuga first and Treta Yuga is the second. Dwa means second and Tre means third one.
Pauji, I really don't know about this. You may ask some other.
Hare Krishna. So, this is the correct Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga. But when Krishna appears, only in that Chatur Yuga it interchanges. All other Chatur Yugas, this is the order.
Next question.
Krishna means which Krishna? Vrindavan Krishna. Krishna comes in every Dwapara Yuga, but Vrindavan Shyam Sundar Krishna. And after which who comes? Śrī Caitanya-Mahaprabhu. That Gauranga. Only in that Chatur Yuga this happens. then that Kali Yuga, after Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga, that Kali Yuga becomes Dhanya Kali Yuga, golden age. Otherwise, in all Chatur Yugas, this is the order.
This is very easy to become a devotee of Lord Ram, and doing the advocacy of a Krishna is a difficult task. We are always defending ourselves. Oh, your Krishna has did this. He is keeping 16,100.
It's clear, already written there. During the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, there was an overlapping of the 28th round of the 4 millenniums, and the 3rd millennium appeared prior to the 2nd. It's very clear there. Okay.
Just I'm taking the mic.
श्री राम कथा की जय, आने वाले राम नवमी महोत्सव की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।